Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Khuu, your interior design expert, and today we'll be talking about furnishing and styling your master bedroom. All my designer do's and all my designer don'ts. Let's dive right in, shall we? Do hang your drapery at ceiling height. It makes a room feel larger and at the same time it draws your eye up. With my room, it's a little tricky because I have a mid-century home. I have floor-to-ceiling windows and the ceiling height is actually not that high at the lowest point, so I just hang my drapery right at the top. Do have your drapery panels barely kissing the floor for that high-end designer look. Don't hang your drapery right above the window because you'll miss this huge opportunity to make your room feel larger and taller. Do install blackout drapery so morning light doesn't disrupt your sleep and the room can be in complete darkness. Don't neglect layers of window treatments. I typically install shears as a first line of defense for my clients, but with my windows, since I have full view of the courtyard, I love to just have blackouts since we still have a little bit of privacy. Do store secondhand shops, thrift stores, Craigslist, even eBay for all your decor items. About 80% of my home is completely decorated with gently used furniture. Sometimes all you need is a fresh coat of paint or a really light clean to update those items and really personalize it for your style and home. Most of the items on eBay and Craigslist are really beautifully preserved furniture. You can literally furnish your entire house for a fraction of what it would cost you brand new. Plus, it's one of a kind, so it can reflect your unique style. I scored a pair of these Dorothy Draper style nightstands off Craigslist for so cheap. I want to say I got a pair of them for $500 and they retail for thousands on vintage websites. I had my glass vendor custom cut me a piece of bronze glass to lay on top so that not only does this not damage the wood, but it gives me a really nice surface to kind of clean on the go. Don't buy cheap furniture from any old furniture store. Most of the time they're made from China. They don't have the best materials, so it won't prolong their lifespan. Invest in quality pieces with really clean lines, and you can switch it up with a coat of paint or a nice new stain to make it match your decor for years to come. Honestly, even IKEA has better options than China-made furniture. You can easily hack IKEA pieces to personalize it so that it suits your style and space. Until you define your style, it's really a smart idea to keep costs low and source gently used furniture instead. Do custom make your own headboard. I scored this really cool vintage Regency style headboard. I drove about 2 hours from where I live in Orange County to go pick it up, and it literally didn't have an inset. I had some leftover fabric from a previous project, and I just brought the fabric to my upholsterer. He made me this custom inset panel. We tufted it and then added it to the metal frame, and voila! We have a brand new custom headboard for a fraction of the cost, and I literally saw this same piece on First Dibs for over $3,000. Don't neglect the headboard in your master bedroom suite. It's the most important piece in your master bedroom. It's the focal point of the whole space, so make sure that it makes a statement, is comfortable to lay against and rest your head on, and make sure it suits your personality and the vibe of your space. Do install table lamps or reading lights next to your bedside on matching nightstands. It's functional for reading and the symmetry makes your bedroom look very high-end and designer chic. Do these lamps look familiar, guys? Loves and I went to Park City for Sundance about 5 years ago, and I always drag him around town and look for like a cool thrift shop or like an antique shop. And we found these brass ram's head lamps for only $20 each. I hand carried the lamps home, and then the shades actually cost us like $80 to ship via UPS, which was crazy. But you know, after everything is said and done, I got 2 brand new lamps for less than $200. And look how cute they are. It totally matches the room. Don't just throw any old lamp on your matching nightstands that don't even coordinate with each other. It's the quickest way to cheapen the vibe of the space, and it just looks very amateurish. Do style nightstands with products that you use daily. Whether it's books, your journals, fresh flowers, or candles, whatever you need to help you sleep better and wake up feeling inspired every day. Don't just throw all your dailies on the nightstand. Your remote controls, lotions, vitamins, that's what the drawers are for, to keep all these things hidden neatly away so the room doesn't feel cluttered. Do paint walls a dark color. A design myth is that it makes rooms appear smaller, but the opposite is true. It actually makes your walls recede, making the room appear larger as a result. That's a visual design trick that designers love to use. Don't paint one wall an accent color. That is just a super dated look and it cheapens the look of your space. Unless you're an expert and you're texturing the wall or you're applying like a really cool graphic wallpaper, then accent away. But one contrasting color on one wall, no, we don't do that anymore. Do enlarge personal photography as statement artwork. It's a really inexpensive way to fill up an entire wall, and bonus points if it has sentimental value. For our second anniversary, La Hubs and I visited Whistler in Vancouver, Canada. We stayed in this really cool hotel, like a skyscraper that was maybe like 40 stories above the city. And I shot this image and I blew it up, and now every time I look at it, it reminds me of such a special moment in our lives. Don't neglect the power of artwork in a small space. It's a modern way to add more personality into your bedroom and really give it the vibe that you're after. Do furnish your bedroom with an armoire if you lack custom built-in or additional cabinetry. It's a perfect place to hide blankets, additional bedding, and towels to keep that clutter hidden away. When La Hubs and I started dating, like almost 15 years ago, we used to go random shopping around like strip malls. We went to Burlington and I saw this armoire. It was so inexpensive. I want to say it was like $100, and I thought, oh my gosh, I love this armoire. It was so pretty. So anyways, we left the store. I went to work. I came home and he had purchased the armoire for me, called his friend to carry it up into my bedroom, and then I came home and he surprised me. So not only does the armoire have a lot of sentimental value, but it also acts as a custom storage system that I could be reminded of our relationship every day. Don't just buy an open shelf and stuff all your blankets and towels in there. It's the quickest way to make your room look like total clutter. Invest in a cabinet with doors and you can keep all your junk hidden away. Do use a dresser for your folded clothes, your intimates, your sleepwear that also doubles as a TV console. The visual weight of the dresser actually anchors the TV, and it doesn't make the television such a focal point in your bedroom. Bonus points for those dark walls because it actually hides your TV even more. Don't have matching dressers and nightstands. There's only so much furniture that goes into your master bedroom, and I feel like it's such an opportunity for you to showcase more of your personality with coordinated pieces that don't actually have to match. Do your research and source amazing inspiration from Pinterest, your favorite e-tailers, design books, even design magazines. I would tear the inspiration off, kind of keep it on my vision board, and these are looks that you can really DIY and mimic yourselves, whether or not you find furniture from thrift stores, Craigslist, or eBay. You don't have to spend a fortune to furnish your space beautifully. A tip on choosing the correct color of paint for your bedroom. If you want light, bright, airy, joyful, cheerful, happy, keep those walls light and bright. I love a really dark and moody bedroom. For me, it's all about sleeping and resting, so I love to paint bedrooms in really dark colors. It's important to understand the way you live and aspire to live so you can design your space around your purpose. Function first and aesthetics and style second. Remember that form always follows function. Design and decorating is not just about beautifying the space to mimic your favorite catalog. It's all about surrounding yourself with things that inspire you, things that have sentimental value, or things that remind you of a special time and place in your life. Remember that interior design is all about telling your story, where you've been, who you are, and ultimately where you hope to go. Design with purpose and wake up feeling inspired every single day. Thank you so much for watching our master bedroom do's and don'ts. If you like this kind of video, please give it a like, comment, and absolutely subscribe for more fun videos just like this. Let me know in the comment section below what design questions you may have when it comes to furnishing and styling your home. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.